And everybody. I will call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum. We'll take a motion to approve the agenda and the minutes, please. There's motions or second?
I'll second it.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carry. Engineer Rich Broom. You on this morning?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I had to get to my button here. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff. Just a quick update on everything. That study on 390th and Thrush, I sent you guys an email on a schedule there. I'm going to try to do some preliminary things. LTAP can't get here until April or May with the Iowa State Patrol and the DOT people, but a couple engineers talked about maybe being able to come up by the early week in March or the first week in March here. So, like I mentioned in the email, it gives us a better perspective of somebody putting some different eyes on the intersection to find out what exactly makes that intersection difficult based on all the reports. It isn't that people aren't necessarily seeing the stop sign so much as people are just choosing not to stop. But we'll let some other people take a look at it too in the meantime, if you guys are okay with that. But we do have to do a study based on what the MUTCD requires us when we put a stop sign up. It's got to be warranted. So it needs a study to warrant that. So you guys got any concerns or comments on that?
I haven't been out there in a while, but what type of rumble strips do we have? Is it just the single, or is it like what Minnesota uses, that triple?
They're just single spaced out. It's the DOT standard in Iowa for the rumble strips. There's one in advance of the stop ahead sign, and then one between it's 75% the distance, I think, from the stop sign to the stop ahead sign. So there's two rumble strips you hit before you get to that intersection.
I think it's Minnesota. Maybe the DOT. They put like a triple in. So where the singles are at, they got like three, so it actually makes more noise and causes more.
There's a lot of threes around.
Yeah, I want to say it's maybe on Highway 65. Would that be a?
Yeah, I don't know if it's based on different standards. I know the standard changed. We used to have single panels 3, and then they changed it to two single panels versus 3 single panels. But the standards changed. I don't know why they changed it, but we put them in according to what the DOT had recommends for panels.
I pay more attention when I'm driving and hit those to see which ones. I want to say it's 65 coming going south into Manly is. It's got two sections, but they're triple.
Right.
There's that short gap in between them, so you actually get a lot more noise and alertness, maybe. But
so, equipment basis, what we've got running right now. During the blizzard, we had our new Mack truck go down, and we struggled a little bit. We had the backup ready to go, but come to find out, a wire rubbed bare and it wouldn't let the truck start. Blew a fuse. We looked everywhere for it. I kind of raised a little bit of hell with NUS, and they finally came down. They wanted us to haul it up there to have a look at it, and it had a full load of salt and sand on it, and we couldn't see. The truck wouldn't even start. It wouldn't even turn over because of the computer wasn't getting any power to it. So I kind of raised some hell with them and told them they need to come down here. They came down here, put their computer on it, and 5 minutes found out it was a fuse that rubbed the wire. We checked fuses, but there was one that might have been hidden from the rest of us. Rubbed the wire clean, grounded out, shorted, got the wire covered back up again, started right up. So that's good. We've got one motor grader getting put back together, water pump gears stripped out of it. We got one also that we're doing an in-chassis rebuild because it got hot a year ago and it just got worse. So then we've got one that keeps blowing fuel pumps, but we've got enough equipment for any storm event now, but just letting you know where we're at with the equipment. Also,
truck under warranty then, I'm assuming?
What's that?
That truck will be under warranty, I'm assuming?
Well, I'm hoping so. It should be. I don't remember what the warranty was on it. The truck's been here a little over a year, I think. But I think.
Oh.
What was that?
Tell them if it's not under warranty, then I'll probably be the last Mack truck we buy.
Yeah.
Well, I've already kind of explained to them that if our service has to come out of Roseville all the time, I think maybe they should think about getting another truck. And I did kind of say, look, we need service, and if we can't get it, we're just going to have to maybe figure on different suppliers. I really like the Mack trucks, but service is key.
Yes, it is. So, okay.
And then I spoke to you guys last week about the 105 project. I'm kind of asking some questions with the DOT We kind of talked about this a while back about if you guys are nervous about doing TIF and being able to get TIF done, another option is to maximize our farm to market and borrow ahead, which isn't good. I mean, we don't have enough money to borrow ahead to do the project, and then possibly use the 105 trust fund. I don't know how much is in both accounts yet, whether it would be enough to do the project or not. But I'm first trying to figure out whether we can change the project number and still make. I don't know that they'll let me make the March letting, but I could maybe make the April letting if all I'm doing is switching the project number and the funding source. So just something to think about here. We've got a little bit of time left, but if you don't think we can do TIF, then I'll look and see what we can do option-wise with the farm to market fund. Just keep in mind, if we bury the farm to market account to a 3-year borrow ahead, we may still need to borrow a little bit if the project numbers don't work out, depending how the letting goes. But even for next year's projects, you might want to consider the fact that we're going to have to borrow for any projects we do next year.
Okay.
Because it takes us a long time. We get like, I don't know if we get 750,000 or maybe not that much in farm to market money each year. It takes a long time to build that up enough to do a project. Right now, I think we're sitting at 1.7 in there, but that doesn't cover half of what we estimate the project to be.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I'll keep pursuing that idea unless we hear something different, unless you guys want to do something different, but I'll keep pursuing that. Give you some better numbers next week too.
I don't know when these turbines over to the east are gonna be online, or.
I know some of them are online now. I don't know how that works with everything else. I talked to the wind tower people on Friday, asked them how many towers they had. They got all the ones in Iowa done. They've got maybe 2. I don't know if he said 2 or 4 of them left in Freeborn County, but they're already down to only 80 employees left around here.
Okay.
Work done. And they've already got, I don't know if he said how many banks they have online. They have a couple of them that are online already. So.
There's a time we gotta get that captured too, somewhere or another, so.
Yeah.
After they come online.
But I don't know how that works with the agreements and everything else with how you guys do that with TIF and everything else, but they are spinning.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a little conversation with NIACOG and see what
Needs to be done.
our next step is on trying to work those TIF dollars.
So, and I do have, I did send the city of Fertile their amount for what their project cost them this last summer. So we'll see if they can manage to get the reimbursement through this year or not, but just giving you an update there on that.
Good.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
Oh, anything for Rich at all?
Good.
No? Okay, nothing else, Rich.
All right, I'll stick around in case something pops up.
Thank you. Drainage. Saw some
Yeah, that's
claims and stamp warrants come through. Is there any questions on those claims as you
no,
look
I
at them?
looked them over for standing me. I guess I'll make a motion to approve the drainage claims.
All right, motion to approve the drainage claims. Is there a second?
Yes.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry.
And sorry, COVID.
Yeah, there'll be 3 of those, you know the routine.
I'm getting better.
And to make it official, we better, which pay order is that? Is that like 3 or
You
4?
wanna do those, 'cause those are stamped.
Or pay estimate
The contractor's estimate number 2.
number 2?
Yep.
Okay. On which one, is that 13 or 49 or 46?
13
Okay.
over
You
here.
need that as a motion.
Yeah,
I'll make
please.
that as a motion.
Motion to approve, pay estimate number 2 for DD 13. Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right.
There's this one.
Some do.
Is that,
Yeah.
Director, sign that, send it out. minutes. And then anything else you guys with drainage since we're on that topic?
Not right now. I am gonna bump the meetings to give us a little bit of leeway.
Do we have coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump them to March 8th and March 15th.
Okay.
Just to give us some time. Cause I gotta figure out where we're gonna have them and
Right.
everything, so
Probably gonna have to go to
I don't know.
fairgrounds.
I'll have to see at least if I can get the magistrate room or not, or if we can go upstairs or something.
Right.
EOC will probably still be busy with.
Yeah.
Assuming they'll probably be working through that yet, so. Okay. Regular claims.
Any questions?
No,
I didn't see any. I see we paid Heartland for their
polls or whatever their work out there.
power, all their power, yeah. Okay, other motion to approve the claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion and a second. Any other discussion on it? Hearing none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry.
Just gotta jump in. We got used to.
Yep. Just holler. Nobody listens but holler anyways.
Just like home.
All right. Any reports?
Sure.
$2,900 coming in. Motion to approve the reports.
So moved.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Any payroll eligibility or salary changes?
Yeah, I kind of got behind on one. I mean, you were sworn in and everything, but we didn't get the paperwork, so.
I thought he was working for free.
So, and then that's with Matt Duvet too. We had his,
Oh, yeah.
you appointed him, but.
Oh, right.
You
we-
did.
Yeah.
It took forever
Got
to
it.
get,
Paperwork done.
yeah,
Yeah. So did he get back over everything done that
I think so.
Shelley needed?
yeah. I think he's good now.
Make a motion to approve those payroll.
All right, motion to approve payroll eligibility.
And you probably better stay out of that one.
I figured that one out.
Yeah.
I'll second that motion. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry.
Just won't make mistakes right from the get-go.
Then you remember. I remember a lot.
No, some days you don't.
Liquor license?
Nope.
Addendum to law enforcement?
Nope.
Sweet. Road vacation, still working on that. Summit Winworth Betco.
Morning.
How are you?
Morning.
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm just still helping with a couple of the bar and restaurants grant applications that there's another week left on applying. And then there's a trail application that I'm helping a community on. So is there any other questions? I think that's about it.
I don't think so. Have you got everything going for Sukup?
Yep. That's the SUCUP has to fill out the contract, and there's 45 days. We have 45 days for him to get it back to you to approve. Then we send it off to IEDA.
Okay.
We still need that application though. I double checked with Chris.
Yep.
And we need that application approved by the Board of Supervisors.
Right. And SUCUP actually has not received it yet. We're just waiting from IEDA. So as soon as SUCUP receives it, he'll let me know.
But the one that Chris,
The one that Chris sent out, that application?
Dickens.
He has the application. We just need the actual contract. which the contract is being written up by IDA and sent to SUKIP. So, and then SUKIP will send it to us, or you.
Okay.
I'm on top of it.
Yeah, we'll still have to prove all
Right.
that yet, so that it's, yeah, once their application and contract or whatever, all of that's in, then we'll
Okay.
approve that stuff to give them their. And I don't, did they ever specify, have you heard, did they want to do 3 years? Or what was their intentions? We can do what we want, I guess, but
Right.
it's,
I'd have to look at it again. No, I haven't. I'll give them a call later this afternoon.
and just see what we're telling them I think we're planning on just abatement for 3 years,
I think
but
that's what we just.
if they
talked
wanted to
about.
do it's just easier on our end, but if they wanted to do the 10-year thing, they would gain a little bit more just on that sliding scale. But that's up to them, I guess.
Yeah, I think we want to do.
We would, I mean, I don't have a problem doing either one, so it's still one way or another helping them out, I guess. But, okay, anything else for Melissa, guys?
That's what I think. Not right now, anyway.
All right, thanks, Melissa.
You bet.
Is Jason on this morning?
Don't see him.
Didn't see him.
People service.
Chris.
I did have a phone conversation with, I'll screw his name up, Hugh from, or Heath, I'm sorry, Heath, see, I screwed it up. Heath, with People Service, just called and wanted to see how things were going. If we been having any issues or not. And then I also talked to him about, getting together here real soon with Jason and them on, our water rates.
Rates, yeah.
Get those where they need to be, come and go where they need to be.
Okay.
And make any adjustments, and then we kind of make a plan for the future on how that works, but get those in order anyways, so. He said they kind of been locked down, they haven't been doing much traveling either, so. But he said they'd be willing to meet when it comes time to do that, so.
Okay.
Department head discussion, COVID-19 policies. As you guys saw, our governor lifted her mandates. The question is, masks in our buildings.
Right.
I'm still in favor of it for a while yet. To me, that's my opinion, but it's always kind of been back to the rest of the offices because they work here every day. We don't.
We don't work there, yeah.
So I guess it's kind of up to you guys. If anybody has any questions or comments or thoughts on it, what do you guys think as department heads? Know what we should do?
Like I said, I'm fine with the status quo. I mean, I guess it doesn't really.
Yeah.
It doesn't really change anything for us a whole lot.
We're still open. We're still doing our thing. It's
I didn't know what the state was gonna do, clerk of court. I didn't know if they were gonna keep
So say,
requiring,
that would be the big one.
because that's a lot of our traffic, so.
right.
But I mean, it's our building, so we can pretty much just say what we want.
Well, and who's enforcing it? That's the problem.
Right.
Well, I mean, like I think the AG came back and said, you can, if it's your building or your facility, you can require or not require, and then if they don't wear the mask, you can ask them to leave. And then if they don't leave, then you can call law enforcement. I think that was the handing down that I heard, their interpretation.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, my thought is let it run for a little while yet. Try to get some more vaccines throughout the county. Who's gonna take it? We're still not out of the woods yet. I know numbers are going down, but. So that's my thought, I guess.
I agree with you. Looks like EMA is the same opinion.
EMA and Reporter said the same thing.
March 16th. Yeah, I think so.
Dan's good with it. Okay. Sounds like majority there. We'll just kind of leave it as is. For now, we can revisit it in another month or something and see if things change or if we want to change it. Like I said, it's more or less up to the department heads that deal with it every day, so.
So I wonder what that does with FCCRA or whatever, the COVID sick leave or emergency leave policy stuff.
Oh,
Cause
I
we
guess-
technically extended it to March.
Is that state or is that federal?
If it's F.
Where's the line
If it's
drawn?
F,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just
it's
guessing it's
federal.
federal, so that
Yeah.
would not really, I mean,
And the feds are still mandating.
Yeah.
it.
right.
Yeah, we're still-
So I would assume that stays for now until this is. We're probably looking at
Doesn't,
quite a while, yeah.
What do we do, through end of March?
yeah, it doesn't hurt anything to leave it there.
No, if we've got to, let's just leave it for that for now, and maybe we could just revisit everything
Yeah.
come late March and make a decision there on masks and
Yeah.
Let me see the robins.
everything. I'm gonna see the robin.
Yeah.
When it snows on the robins.
Yeah.
There you go.
When it's starting to go the other direction, as far as this winter is, that would be a good time to revisit again, I think, so.
Okay.
All right, board appointments. I do not have one yet, but I'll get one for that Board of Adjustment.
Okay.
I know two guys that will do it. I just haven't forgot to call them. I actually talked with one of them the other day and completely forgot all about it, so. I'll
And the
get on
other-
that.
And the other thing is I haven't called him yet and I never got a letter back, but I was told that one of your guys moved and he's on 2 boards.
Hmm.
Chris Hagan.
Oh, he did?
That's what, his township said that he was gonna have
Yeah,
to
he's on.
stop being a trustee,
Okay, yeah.
but I haven't gotten anything official from him,
No, he was
so.
on the zoning board too, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he's alternate for
yeah. North
Iowa?
Iowa,
regional housing
I
estate, right?
think, yeah. So I left those on hold for now, cause I haven't heard anything officially from him, but
Okay.
those are probably coming.
And that was zoning commission for Danville?
Yeah.
We-
No, he was
Further.
further
No, it
over.
wouldn't be further, it's further.
Furl's not zoned. so
Be
he
farther, what's the
shouldn't
bottom
have
one?
Yeah, probably should have
Shouldn't
been on
have
in
been on
the
it if
first.
he was,
He'd be on the
but-
bottom, it'd be Danville.
Be damned.
Oh, he is still, okay.
I would think so if he was on there.
Where's that township
I'm not
stop
exactly
at?
sure where Chris lived, but
I thought he lived on Goose Lake Road,
if he
was it
did, that's
148?
that's fertile.
Fertile Township, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he did. I guess
So
I'm
you
not
kinda need to
sure.
find
Yeah, I thought he
somebody
was down
from
there.
one of the other townships anyway.
Not sure either, I guess, exactly where he was at.
Maybe at the time when he got on there, he was in Danville Township.
Right.
He's just been on, you know,
Just never
it's not a
changed.
real active committee,
No.
so.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that is infertile,
Was it?
Okay,
if that's where he still lives.
'Cause
that's
I
what I
think,
thought he was.
I think it changes
Cattle set
like
up
just
over
past Wheelerwood or something, doesn't it? Doesn't go too far west of the
there.
interstate.
Actually, I
does
think
that?
Wheelerwood is kind of the line, if I remember right.
Mm,
It's pretty sure.
Somewhere in there, but,
Yeah,
all right, well, if it comes up, I guess we'll revisit it and
yeah,
actually, yeah, it's
start begging.
a little, about almost a half mile west of the interstate.
Supervisor Weekly, Enos.
I had a meeting on, I went to a meeting with the engineers on Wednesday, sat in on that, and it was a good meeting. Biggest thing I picked up was the fact that through the month of June of 21, we're gonna be off 50 million in road use tax, but we got 122 million coming from the federal government. They just don't know how they're gonna dole it out yet.
I can pretty much guess that one for you.
Mhm.
Little guys are gonna get very little, I think,
Yeah,
but
we get less.
it just seems that's how it goes, the big
Oak
counties get it.
their share.
Yeah.
You know, they talked about using the same formulas they're using now, but yeah, it's the same unfairness, I guess, if you want to consider that. But if they're going to redistribute it with the same formulas they use for the secondary road fund now, then everybody's going to be kind of equally reimbursed, I guess.
Sure. Okay. That's good. At least they're trying to cover it and put some money back in the system, so. Good deal there. Anything else?
Nope, we got one coming up this week for Partners for Children, and that's it.
Good. So, Mark?
I really had nothing other than I did sit in on all the ISAC training and went through all the videos and stuff.
Oh,
So for the new officers or the elected officials thing, and it was kind of nice. You were able to access, you know, like everybody else's stuff too. So I looked through some of that, you know, I watched through some of that. So it was kind of good to basically double down in a way, you know, when you were looking through it. It's good. Yeah. We had a
That's
little
all.
audio problems occasionally, but you know, it was good.
That's all on that base camp.
Yes.
Yep, I sat on some of those too,
Okay.
working my way through
Yeah, I haven't.
They get a little mind numbing, but it was good. So that's all I had.
I didn't have much last week. I did get a call from Melissa Lair over at Care Connections in Northern Iowa, and Hancock County sounds like they're submitting a letter of intent to go south now.
Oh.
To CICS,
Good. Okay.
Central Iowa.
Central Iowa.
Yep. That's where Cerro Gordo, Franklin was there, Cerro Gordo was going that way.
Okay.
Hancock has where they're at. They had the option to go either direction.
Oh, it's gonna be big on that.
It's gonna start growing, yeah.
Is it gonna throw any other counties off for being contiguous or whatever? then?
Nope. They were gonna be the connector though, if we ever ended up with Wright or anybody like that, I believe.
Yeah, there was something about that.
I'd have to look, but we're sitting good where we're at. I think we'll be fine. We don't want to get, Hancock, if we did get a little bigger, it's not a huge issue. It would fit us to 7 counties, but at least it's all right.
Right.
Getting to be the same area, same region, but so anyways, it sounds like they may go that way. Their fear was having to pay the max. The max levy to get started and then slowly come down to where everybody else is. And that's what we're doing. As we started at the max last year, 35.18 or whatever, and now we're down to 28, and we're gonna keep slowly going down so that we can hit that plane. Everybody else is at 15. So, but that's their region. They've been in it for a while. We're just buying into that basically. It's just gonna be a 5-year process or so before we get down where everybody else is at. And
Perfect.
so, anyways, yeah, so they may be going south instead, so.
Okay. They get accepted or whatever.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think we do have a WHW meeting this next week.
Exactly. Yeah, it's on the list.
So I'm sure there'll be more discussion there with Hancock and see what they get going on. I don't know, but, and I did talk to Melissa about that. Has she been contacting you, Jackie, about that money from CSS?
Little bit,
Okay,
nothing that.
because the way it's looking is basically it's all gonna go to them, and we knew that. And we're gonna keep our fund balance at like 10,000, so we have like 6 months of payroll to be able to pay, and that would take us down to our 40% or whatever our fund balance needs to be. So the 175 or whatever we got from CSS will go that direction.
Do we need to make that action through the board? I mean, to make that all hunky-dory for?
I need to look at it.
Look at it a little bit.
more.
Right.
Because money came back here, correct?
It's here, yeah.
So
And it's gonna have to go through the budget.
I was gonna say they have to go through the budget, so we
Right.
can either
To make that,
make it right.
yeah, whenever you get that.
Carmen sent me something, but I
Okay.
haven't totally
Gotcha.
absorbed it yet.
Yeah.
Good plenty going on.
Yeah, and like I say, whenever it does, whenever they do request it or whatever, but yeah, they know everybody got their money now. Winnebago did, so.
Good.
I think everybody's happy. We're officially,
Happy as we can be.
Kenny's happy, I'm sure he is.
Smiling.
Wish he could have been a part of that.
Yeah, he was,
Worked his
most
butt
of
off.
it, he would like to see the
did.
check come back.
He got us out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely,
He did. He
definitely.
did fight, but
Anything else coming up on the agenda that we need to? FEH is coming,
Mhm.
good deal, 22nd on a Monday. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Like I said, I sent you guys that 2080 stuff with Shell Rock River or Shell Rock Watershed, so just glance at it if you want. Jeff looked at it, said it looked good, so,
okay.
and then we'll just run it through next week.
I didn't, or yeah, I did get, never mind.
Okay. It's on there, and then I think the bylaws are on there. So something good for the future if it ever becomes an issue of water, so.
Okay.
Anything else? Okey dokey, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second it.
All in favor, aye.
All right,
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Meeting is adjourned, thank you.
so just looking